you're struggling to do push-ups, so was I. When I was 14, I was pretty fat and I had to do it on my knees. The thing is, even the person who was teaching me had bad form, even though it was assisted. And I've just watched some videos of personal trainers showing people how to do assisted push-ups online, and they still have bad form because one, they're pushing with their front delt too much. So this is a push-up. The back is not up, it's straight. You can have your legs together like a pencil or slightly wide out. Shoulder width apart. And then if you're comfortable, you can twist your hands out, no issues. You can have it slightly wider than shoulder width apart. So basically, when your arms are a bit wider, you get a bit more chest emphasis, activating more chest fibers and allowing a deeper stretch. And when your elbows are closer and tucked in, you gain more of a tricep emphasis. So a bit more work is going into your triceps. Your triceps are always active, whether you're doing overhead, wide, whether you're doing close, any pushing motion will activate your triceps. What I'm trying to say is if they're closer together, they will have more of an emphasis and they will burn out quicker. So whenever you're doing a push-up competition, make sure if you want to beat the guy, you're doing a bit of a wider stance. When you're doing assisted, you might see that they teach you to do it like this. Your back starts off straight and then they tell you to go down. Can you see a problem here? It looks nothing like an actual push-up. You're using a bit more of your shoulders. Yes, you get chest activated, but this is the right way to do it. If I was to stand up now, my back is straight. But on the knees, it should be the same. So you need to go out, slightly walk yourself out so your back is now straight. You see, not dipping, but straight. And now you can walk back a bit. And now when you go down, that has more chest activation. Honestly, it does feel a bit more like you're doing a dip because it does hit your chest a bit more than it does your shoulders. And that is how you do a proper push-up with your knees. Now, why it's a bad thing? Well, it's not. Either way, you're still working your chest. This is really a nitpick, but for some people, and it was for me, I felt I burnt out a lot quicker. Why? Because, well, my shoulders were getting most of the work done, especially my front delt, and it became more of a push away, almost like a pike push-up, and this is a pike push-up. And you can see, well, you might not be able to see, it's not like I have the best shoulders, but it feels like the shoulders are doing more of it. And this is what happens with the triceps when the triceps are close. When the elbows are close, tucked in, it's almost like a cobra push-up. More of the triceps when it's wider. You get more of a stretch on the chest fibers and you can activate them better. And it's a bit easier because when your arms are wider and uses a bit less triceps, and when they're beside you instead of in front of you, like it is when you're on your knees, this way, and then the shoulders, it will be easier on you and you'll activate more of your chest. Exactly the same as if you're doing a regular push-up. That's what you want to do. This is how it should look when I say shoulder width apart. So this would be close with more tricep emphasis, with your arms close together. This would be the correct way, shoulder width apart, elbows slightly flared out, and then slightly wider than shoulder width. So you start off shoulder width, you take at least one hand's width out. You can have your elbows slightly flared out, down. Now my thumbs are basically in line with my nipples and then up. That is a decent width to get good activation on your chest fibers and take away some of the pressure from your front delts and your triceps, so we can emphasize the chest growth even more. So see you next time, inshallah.
And again, yes, you could argue this is just a nitpick. Absolutely. So who is this actually for? Someone who is struggling to progress with their knees on push-ups and is feeling that the shoulders are burning out too quickly. By doing these few adjustments, you can then potentially increase your rep range, inshallah, increase your strength. And even if you don't have the strength to do push-ups on your knees and you don't have dumbbells to progress with, no issue. You can still do it at an elevated position. Anything that allows you to progress easily with correct form. Even if that means pushing up from the wall. No issue, nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone has a starting point. I used to do it on my knees. That was my starting point. For some people, they probably can't do any push-ups and they have to use dumbbells. That's fine. No matter where you are, you can always progress, you can always get stronger, you can always get leaner, inshallah. Just keep at it.